Hi my YouTube friends. Okay, so for today's video, I'm making a strawberry rhubarb cheesecake. I have picky eaters. My husband doesn't like rhubarb, and my brother doesn't like cheesecake. So me and my sons are going to have strawberry rhubarb cheesecake. So I have to make 3 different specialties. It's fine, I love them. So for my brothers and my son, I'm going to have to just blend these ones up. We'll set this aside for later because I have to make 2 different ones. And then I got to cut these up and put them in the pot and make a little jam, strawberry jam, whatever, that it can go on top of my husband's cheesecake. And then after I do his, I'll just keep the cheesecake mixture aside. And for my brothers, I can put the strawberry and the rhubarb together and then put it in similar to this with the graham cracker, which I have little small whatever ramekins. So this one is just basic for me and my boys. Well, I got some strawberries to cut up. Oh, I forgot to mention, it's a no-bake cheesecake. There's no egg, no flour. All it is just cream cheese, heavy whipping cream, and sugar. And then, of course, the graham crackers, and then the strawberry and the rhubarb, which is going in the pot to mix up and to make the sort of strawberry jam. But that's what it is. It's a no-bake cheesecake. Okay, well, let me get started. And don't worry, I washed my strawberries. Okay, as you see, I got them all sliced up. I just pretty much cut the tops off and then sliced them down like 3 or 4 of them. So I'm going to put a little bit of water, sugar, and a cornstarch slurry in them. And I'm not even going to mash them. Okay, so I have this little scoop in here. And this is the cornstarch. I'm going to get more. I'm always using this. So just a little bit of that. Yeah, I need to put that on my list. You know what? Before I forget, I'm going to put cornstarch on my list real quick. Okay, so I'm going to add a tiny bit of water to this. Just a little bit to just kind of stir it in. Turn it on about that much. That might be about right. Maybe even 1 tablespoon. I'm not sure. So we just stir it until it gets kind of milky and you don't see any more cornstarch. It just helps thicken the fruit. Alright, so this is about done. I had to test something. So I have this in my drawer, but there's no measurement on it. So I assumed it was 1/4 a cup. But I put water in it and it reads out to about 1/2 cup. So I need a cup of water and a cup of sugar. So if this is 1/2 cup, then I just fill it up twice. Okay, now I'm going to put in 1 cup of water. So you know I still don't have it stirred or turned on yet. Okay, I got the sugar out. So let's fill it up twice. 1 and 2. Don't worry, I have a lot more sugar, so I don't need to put that on my list. It's just in my container, which my container's over full. Now I'm going to turn on the heat. I'm going to put it on a medium heat. Medium, not medium high or medium low, just medium heat. And this might take about, you want it to bubble too, you want it to boil. So this might take maybe about, I don't know, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Once it starts to get a little warm, that's when I'll add the cornstarch slurry. So in the meantime, while I'm waiting on this, I'm going to start creaming the cream cheese together. So let's get that set up. Oh, and I also want to mention, if you're scrolling or you put in the search bar that you bought a rhubarb, which rhubarb is similar in the celery family. So if you have a fresh rhubarb, what you would have to do is cut it up really into smaller pieces. Just, you know, cut it like you would do with celery. Put it in a pot of water and let it boil for like, I don't know, until it's a little soft. Then what you do is you drain it, and then you make it like I do my strawberries. And then you put it in a pot with the water and the sugar. I don't know exactly how much strawberries this is. Oh, well, it's a pound, sorry. So I have a pound of strawberries, basically. If your rhubarb is a pound, then you do the 1 cup of water and 1 cup of sugar. If you want it less sweet, then just do 1/2 cup of sugar. It's okay. And I'll show you what it looks like when I open this. if you have a fresh rhubarb, that's basically what you have to do. Is just cut it into little small pieces, boil it until it's a little soft, not too soft, because it ain't gonna cook right. And then you drain it, and then you put it in the pot with the sugar and the water, like I'm doing with my strawberries. So just like that, if you want to just do a rhubarb pie, or the strawberry rhubarb cheesecake, or even just a strawberry rhubarb pie, and just get your if you don't have to use graham cracker crust, but if you get like a pie crust, a regular pie crust that has to be baked in the oven, it's easier to not heat up the kitchen and not turn on the oven. When everything can be just better cold, where there's no bake. So, but if you want to bake it, you have to at least bake your pie crust first. If you get the frozen pie crust, or if you buy the one that's in the box, and you have to like lay it out into your pie pan, and then you got to poke holes in it to with a fork so that it doesn't bubble when you put it in the oven. Anyways, I just wanted to mention that. That's what you're doing if you're searching up what do I do with this rhubarb, because rhubarb is pretty rare. I don't know where I got this can. I'm assuming I got it from my client. I think I already said that. But yeah, I figured since I saw it in my pantry, I was like, well, these be eaten, and I went and spent almost $40 just, well, maybe around $30 something just for the ingredients that I needed, which I needed the cream cheese, I needed the heavy cream, I bought the pie pan, and of course strawberries. I bought the strawberries a couple days ago, making a $20 pie. Wow. Okay, I was thinking of using this whole thing, but then I'm like, I'm just basically making whipped cream, which I have to set aside. So what I'm going to possibly do is a cup of it, which means I'm not, but you know what, I'm going to do the sugar first. So I don't want too much sugar, since this was already half a cup, so that's about maybe fourth a cup. I think like it's less than a half a cup, but that's what my measuring cup measures. That's kind of weird. Maybe because it just looks so small, but it's fat. Oh my gosh, I'm having a hard time opening it. This is not working. Let's try this side. A little bit better. Yay, I didn't have to cut into that. All this is a half cup. Let's go on to the strawberries, because this is starting to get a little bubbly. So here's the cornstarch slurry. Now this is only going to take maybe a few minutes, and you'll see it thickening, and I'll show you. It seems like I'm going to have to stay on top of this and work on creaming the cream cheese mixture in a little bit. I like to do things all at once. I don't like to do one project at a time because it slows me down. Let me show you. Let me show you the inside. So there we go. So we'll just do this. And then till it turns to whipped cream. Sorry, you're going to hear that in the background. So it's starting to feel like it's thickening up. Not quite yet. It's starting to look like cream cheese. Alright, this might take about 2 more minutes. The cream is almost done. See that? It should look like that. I'm tasting whipped cream now. Alright, turned it off. I might need more. Oh, that's Cool Whip. So I might have to use the whole carton because I've got 2 packages of these. Let's try it. Tastes like whipped cream. You know what I forgot to add? A splash of vanilla. Sorry. I'm going to remove this whipped cream, put it in a little container, and I'm going to probably just use a whole carton. That's not enough. That cream cheese, that's a lot of cream cheese. I mean, yeah, I'll probably have leftovers. I have pineapple. I can make a pineapple cheesecake too. Okay, so I just realized I did something wrong, and look, it's kind of separating, and I was not supposed to do that. It's because I didn't use the whisk. That looks more like mascarpone cheese. So, oh yeah, let's do the sugar first. And I'm going to put a splash of vanilla in it. Okay, the strawberries are looking done. It's not as thick as I wanted it to be. I did add the rest of the cornstarch that I had left, which is possibly about 2 or 3 tablespoons of whatever, yeah, maybe 2 tablespoons into a little bit of the water to make the slurry. Well, I'm out of cornstarch now, but this is fine. It'll do. I mean, it's still edible. It's just not as thick as I want it to be. Yes, I can use flour. I don't want to. So I'm going to turn it off. Okay, now let's add this. I'm just going to do it all. So that's 1 cup. That's a 1.5 cups. I don't know. I don't like that. Well, I'm going to add just a little bit of vanilla. It'll be okay. And a splash of vanilla. Now, lock it in place. Now, it should whip like whipped cream. So now, while that's doing, I need to crush up these graham crackers. Okay, now that's looking a lot better. I think I might have whipped it too much. We have a problem. I whipped it too much. I didn't watch it. I should have watched it. And I'm all out of whipped cream. Now it's looking like cottage cheese. I should have looked at that recipe. And you know what? I'm sure the box would have told me how to do it too. It's just I wasn't paying attention. I don't know what to do now. This one looks more like whipped cream. I'm gonna figure something out. I decided to re-whip it some more. I think I might make cheese. Okay. I was gonna say, tell me in the comments what this is or what can I do with it, but that's a sweet butter. Now I kind of want to just add honey to it and put it on my biscuits that you get from Texas Roadhouse, and add some cinnamon to it. This, I'm gonna leave this alone. That is straight butter, and it's not even that sweet. I kind of want to laugh. Well, I got butter, so I'm gonna do something with it. I'm irritated. I guess there's all kinds of ways you can do with whipped cream. So my husband told me just to empty it out. Don't even worry about straining it. And when it hardens, then I can strain out the liquid. Okay. So I put it in here. Sorry. I wrote on it, homemade sweet butter. And it's in this. I'm curious. I'm seriously curious what it tastes like. The liquid. Like, is it like a sweet milk? Find out. Kind of scared. I mean, it might be just water. Maybe like a sugar water. Alright, let's try it. Wait, what is that? That's like, I can taste a little hint of the butter, but I do taste a little milk. I mean, kind of milky. With sugar, of course. It is a little sweet. That actually tastes good. I'm trying to think like a cereal, maybe in your oatmeal. I can't think of what it reminds me of. There's something. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Like that liquid is something that it reminds me of something like oatmeal, or like I put it in there, or the milk of it. Oh well, it's gonna drive me crazy. Let's put it in the fridge. Before I get into doing the cream cheese, I want to do this first. Ooh, you know what? I can add some of the butter to it. I wonder if it'll melt. What I'll do with that butter is try to see if it melts, and I'll taste it. If it tastes like real butter, then, and if it melts like butter like it's supposed to, then I'll add it to this. Oh. Exactly what I want. Perfect. Alright, so I'm going to take a little bit of the butter. Now we'll go melt it for about, I'm going to try 5 seconds. And I'm going to keep doing 5 seconds. Okay, it worked. I did 15 seconds. Tastes like melted butter. Not wasting it. I really don't need that much. Well, I got my butter. So I got these little things that I make for my husband and my brother because they're picky. I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of it. And we don't need to add sugar because obviously this has sugar in it and the graham crackers are sweet anyways. And I got this. This will help. Alright, let's then make the cream cheese. So we're going to put in the rest of the sugar from the bag. I really don't know how much this is. So you see, so I remember, I think this thing is about 1 cup. That way. And there's 2. So I'm just going to do 2. Alright, let's do the cream cheese. This is why sometimes I don't like to bake or do anything in my kitchen because I don't know why. It always takes me almost 3-4 hours just to finish something. Even like when I make my bacon grilled cheese sandwich, why does that take me over an hour to make? It does. And then just to make a cheesecake, a no-bake cheesecake, shouldn't take that long at all. But for some reason, I am so freaking slow and I am so irritated with it. And this is why sometimes I don't like to make videos because the editing process as well. The editing takes too long and I get frustrated sometimes if I can't figure out something. I wish I had an actual editor person to do it for me. Just to make certain simple dishes just takes me forever. I think I started around 6:30 and it's 8:44 p.m. and I got home about 5:30, but I ended up doing other stuff before I started. And I wanted to take my son to work because he had to be at work at 7:30. That way, once I took him to work, I can go to work and then pick him up at 11. Well, now I'm hoping I'll be done by 9:30 so I can work at least for 1 hour before I have to go pick him up. So the cream cheese is pretty much already softened because it's been sitting out probably for like since 5 o'clock since I got it out of the refrigerator when I went to the store to go shop for it. And now hopefully it mixes. I just need it to get really creamy and get the sugars mixed into it. That's weird. This kind of reminds me of frosting. But this is exactly what I want. So this is going to work out perfect. So now let's assemble my husband's. Then we can get to the rest of it. Oh, forgot about that whipped cream. I need to put that in here. Alright, let's do the cream cheese. I mean the whipped cream. There's that liquid. I don't want that in there. Strain that liquid out. No, it's fine. I don't want to waste all this and end up all of it going in the sink. Yeah, I should have put vanilla in this, but I don't feel like doing that now. It's fine. You don't really need it. That's looking like I want it to. See? Oh, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. So I guess that was like whipped cream. I like the feel of it. I like the texture. Like it's supposed to be. I'm gonna taste it. That tastes like cheesecake. Yay, I'm happy. Alright, this is my husband's. Yeah, he needs a little bit more. That's pretty good. He'll like it. Perfect. Hey, I can make little cups. You know, for each, you know, if there's like a bunch of people that don't like this and that, I can make little small cups of it. But I got that big old pie pan. I know I should have got more cornstarch or used flour, but it's okay. It'll set up in the fridge. Now I'll just put it in the fridge for him and it'll set up. Alright, now for the rhubarb, I'm going to add it to this. It smells interesting. I'm going to taste it. It does look like celery. That's like a cherry tart. I'm sure it'll taste good in there. I don't know if I should dump this juice or not. I probably should. Now, why does it kind of look like dog food? Weird. But no, it's rhubarb. Try to dump all the juice, but I didn't get it all, but it's okay. I feel like it needs to go back on the stove. I'll see for about 5 minutes and see how it looks. And it's a little bit tarty. I'm going to add about half a cup of sugar to it. Okay, I did for the 5 minutes. You know, there's something that I did not know, and I saw it on YouTube. When you buy pie pans, they come with this little plastic thing that is on here. You can use it as a cover. Did I not know that? Why did I not know that? Now we got like both of them. I'm going to do my brother's first. My brother should really like that. Now with these liquid, it should form into like a jelly. I'm trying to give my brother most of it because I know it's going to fill up that pie pan. I probably have too much. Alright, there's my brother's. I think I'm going to have more of the juice instead. I'll probably just throw out this liquid. I feel like I really messed this recipe up. I mean, with the heavy whipping cream turning into butter. The only thing that came out good was just the cheesecake itself. Then adding this, I don't know. I don't know why it's looking like this. I think I needed more cornstarch and I didn't have any. But it should set up. I'm hoping that it will. I'm so glad that I knew about this, but why didn't I know about this a lot longer? Should have waited for it to cool, but I didn't. And a lot of times I always threw these away and I wrapped it with tin foil. I'm so happy that I know this now. And it makes it the mess and makes it so much easier. Okay, well, I should come back in about whatever tonight or maybe even tomorrow and show you the results of that and see how it turned out. It's still edible, so hopefully it tastes good. Alright, bye. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, here it is. No, I'm not going to get a piece out. I'm just going to... Oh, it is set up. Oh, it is kind of like jellied. Nice. I'm just going to like dig in, okay? So what? I don't care. I don't feel like getting a knife. I don't feel like getting a plate. Plus, I don't want a whole piece. I just want a taste of it. Okay, that's too much for me, so... Well, I mean... It's not, but for one big bite, yes, that's too much. I like that. Got some of that rhubarb. It is very tarty, but it did get sweetened up a little bit. Let's try another piece of rhubarb. There's a rhubarb with some cheesecake. It's so interesting. I don't know what that is with the rhubarb. Maybe celery does the same thing. If you boil it like that and it gets so soft. Because I hate celery. I really do. I don't like that it gets caught up into my teeth. That is freaking yummy. My son is probably going to tear this up. I might get a little bit more in a couple of days. It's not gone all already. Gosh, that is good. I can't stop eating it. Besides of the butter mistake, thankfully, the other parts of that small whipped cream, which actually made out to be enough when I thought I needed more, but I guess I made butter, so we have butter. But oh my gosh, this is so good. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm like a little kid. Okay, I'm done. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!